The ribbon cutting here at the historic Eureka School is just underway. Take a look at the scene right here. A lot of people are out here filing, shaking hands. I'm here right now at the Performing Arts Center here in Petal, where they're hosting a cybersecurity seminar. They want you and your loved ones to attend. Right now, I'm joined by Chief Guy with the Petal School District Police Department, who's going to tell us a little bit more about what people can expect tonight.
Yes, sir, Kendall. We got Jay Houston with the Attorney General's office.
If you're watching us right now and you haven't signed up, just come on out and get your shoes ready. And this 5K run is expected to be a really interesting event here in Hattiesburg. But for now, live in Hattiesburg, I'm Kendall Green with WDAM on your side. All right, so we're expecting everybody to come out, have a good time here in Hattiesburg. But before we get out, let's take a look at this guy's get up. Let's take a step back. Check him out, everybody. But here, live in Hattiesburg, I'm Kendall Green with WDAM on your side. Today here at seminary schools, there's only one goal in mind for students and staff, and that's suicide prevention.
I will overcome all adversity.
The staff held an assembly with guest speakers and organized a march to raise awareness of suicide. Megan Clark, a head basketball coach in seminary, talked to us about their goal.
It's prevention for suicidal thoughts. It's also support for those who have lost loved ones due to suicide.
She says the problem hits home for her and her students.
I had some kids that actually experienced it. And you have some kids that come up to you and say, hey, I might have been cutting my wrist, or I feel like this, or I feel like that.
The principal at Seminary Middle, when he first began his work there, says it was a key issue parents wanted fixed.
When I first got here, the parents kind of talked to me about bullying and the number of suicides that have happened here in the past. And from that day, I said, not on my watch. We're going to do everything we can to prevent that from happening again.
Staff members say that they're taking a proactive approach to make sure that their students feel loved and supported. But reporting in seminary, I'm Kendall Green with the WDAM on your side. A lot of hard work has gone into remodeling this home here on North 5th Street here in Hattiesburg. Hattiesburg's Habitat for Humanity and Allstate partner together to put working hands to a worthy cause.
They're like machines today. They're rocking and rolling.
It's just all about giving back to the community that gives us so much.
Akwete Muhammad worked with excitement today, watching their partnership with Allstate come together.
They are here working on behalf of their Helping Hands Foundation, where every year they go across the United States of America, choose a nonprofit where they choose to do a day of service.
Matt Houston with Allstate says they've put in some intense manual labor.
We've had to strip the floors when we're putting new floors down. We've had to cut away some old wood that was deteriorated.
Allstate's manual labor wasn't the only significant contribution made to the project.
Each person that is here, not only are they giving their time and their energy, but they're also, the foundation is going to match their monetary donation in the amount of $1,000. So we got 8 people here, so they're going to be donating $8 grand to Habitat.
Houston says that he's proud that he, his son, and colleagues were able to contribute to someone else's life in such a meaningful way.
If you can take a family who doesn't have a home and give them home ownership, I know what it's like to own a home, and it's, you know, it takes your life to a whole nother level, in my opinion.
He says he admires the passion of some of Hattiesburg's Habitat for Humanity volunteers.
There's one kid here that he works every day, and he's just volunteer. I mean, come on, man, how special is that? It just inspires you, man, to be a better person, to do, you know, to give back to the community as much as you can.
We believe that if each of us do a little, we can accomplish a lot. So Allstate is assisting us with that, and Habitat is just blessed to have community partners that want to partner with us to make people's dreams a true reality.
With just a few more final touches, both organizations are steps away from meeting their goal, and that's putting a family in a home. But reporting in Hattiesburg, I'm Kendall Green with WDAM on your side. Last Thursday, a standoff in Jefferson Davis County ended peacefully, with Kevin Bateman surrendering to police. His surrender came roughly 3 hours after he barricaded himself inside of someone else's home. That homeowner, Thomas Hopper, had questions that day, and almost a week later, he's still looking for answers.
How am I going to live and see to my health, and, you know what I'm saying, and take care of my daily needs like I've been doing. That's difficult when I had to find somewhere to stay.
Harper says his home was damaged and made conditions there unlivable. Damaged doors and furniture, shattered windows, and air saturated with tear gas. As a bystander in the incident having no relations with the crime committed by Bateman that day, Harper says he wonders who should have been held accountable for the damages to his home. After several failed attempts to contact officials from many of the agencies present that day, we decided to reach out to Matt Steffi, a law professor at Mississippi College, to get answers.
This is a recurring and complicated situation.
An official with the U.S. Marshals left Harper a form to fill out, and due to his health condition, not only will it be difficult for him to assess the damage and document it, but it will be equally difficult to wait through the process for his home to be repaired. Steffi says although this is a unique circumstance for someone like Harper and his medical condition, it's not uncommon for law enforcement to cause damage in pursuit of a fugitive.
Police officers often, in the legitimate exercise of their responsibilities, end up causing property damage or personal injury or inconvenience or all sorts of other things to citizens at large.
Steffi says the agencies present at the standoff all acted in accordance to their rights as enforcers of the law, regardless of the damage that took place.
Mr. Harper and his home are the unfortunate collateral damage, so to speak.
But as far as a common progression is concerned, things remain unclear. Steffi says much of Harper's losses closely resemble circumstances where victims experience damages after high pursuit situations that occur in the public.
And there's not an obvious, easy, fully satisfactory remedy. I think this is a hidden cost of law enforcement. I think that this is something that it doesn't often get the public's attention. I think Mr. Harper's case is a good example of that.
Steffi adds that the expectation that law enforcement should always absorb the cost of inconvenience would be unreasonable.
To say that each police department has to pay the inconvenience and medical expenses and loss of work and that sort of thing for each individual citizen could end up being a substantial burden on already stretched police resources.
The situation in Harper's case, however, is a complex issue that may deserve more attention in the future.
So many people in this current economy live one event away from real life struggles, and the social safety net is not set up in such a way that to address all of those needs.
Reporting in Hattiesburg, Kendall Green, WDAM, on your side. Years after his death, Shirley Sylvester still vividly remembers getting the news.
When I was told about he was shot in the back of the head, I could just see images and pictures, which I have seen now in the courtroom, and I still am having problems with the images, you know.
Bexley's family members say it was a devastating experience to get that kind of news.
It was very devastating. Actually, I was at the hospital because I didn't get word of it until the 15th, and that was the day my smallest baby granddaughter was born.
She says it was a day she'll never forget.
We was just waiting for her to be born when I got the call.
Sylvester says the news made the birth of her youngest granddaughter bittersweet.
I was at the hospital waiting for something so sweet, you know, to be born, and then to find out something so sweet had been took from us. It was like God give us a life, but a life had to be took.
Even though their loved one is gone, the family is pleased with how the state fought for justice in his murder.
I don't think there would have been anybody that could have represented the state like as good as they did. They were awesome.
Bexley left behind a son who his family describes as a twin of his father.
His little baby's adorable. We call him Cody and all. His name's Corlin, but we call him Cody and all, and he's just like him. He's spitting image of his daddy.
Bexley's grandmother is working to put a scrapbook together with pictures of Clayton Bexley throughout his life.
When he gets old enough, she's going to give it to him where he won't miss nothing about his daddy. Everything will be in that book. Hey, Jack.
As for the rest of the family, they'll continue to take it day by day, one step. The American Cancer Society hosted its second annual Men in Pink event in Hattiesburg.
Tonight we're celebrating. We're celebrating survivors, and we're celebrating the money that they have raised.
The Men in Pink is a group of men across the Pine Belt who dedicated several hours of their time to support the fight against breast cancer.
We have 15 gentlemen that have donated time and effort to raise money to be in the calendar for American Cancer Society.
With already busy schedules, the men honored tonight found time to make a difference.
When you see them and hear their bios, they're all deeply involved in the community, so to take time away from their jobs and their other volunteer work to raise money and then to be here tonight takes a lot.
We spoke with a man in the group who says he was excited to serve.
The cause is just absolutely worthwhile. Almost everyone knows someone or is someone who has been directly affected by breast cancer.
A survivor who came to participate says she's grateful for the men's selfless acts of kindness.
It means a lot. As cancer survivor. I'm a 2-year survivor. And I just love that they've been raising money, because without the research through American Cancer Society, I wouldn't be here.
The goals the men in pink accomplished weren't easily done.
They've been working hard for the last at least 6 months raising money through their friends, family, sponsorships, and a lot of them have done raffles, fundraisers, so a lot of work's gone into this.
Work that one of the men in pink calls satisfying.
It's satisfaction in knowing that we've gone a little more ways in making a dent in meeting that need, meeting the financial need and the community need in increasing breast cancer awareness.
Reporting in Hattiesburg, Kendall Green with WDAM on your side.